Hello, I'm Ariel from Revival Acres, where we're growing a digital feast to revive homes, hearts, and your family's health. Today, I'm going to do a quick video talking about a resource that I'm really excited to use, but I haven't seen a lot of talk about it. It's very simple, and we'll just get right into it. So this year, we are going to use the notebooks by School Nest. I found her on Instagram, and she produces notebooks in a rainbow of colors. And so your student has, I think, 10 colors to choose from. And then there are various different types of notebooks that you can choose from. So Charlotte Mason is our educational philosophy and style. So notebooks are very important, and you end up doing a lot more notebooks as you progress through the forms. So this year, we're going to be doing a personal history timeline. My third grader is going to be doing a little bit more adding to her timeline as we go through we're doing 18 to 1900s, I believe, this year, cycle 3 of A Gentle Feast, which I have a video. If you're looking for a Gentle Feast curriculum, go ahead and find that video. It's very in-depth and we love it. So here is the history timeline. And what I love about this, in the beginning, the whole section is called My History, and it's blank. So when you begin a timeline, especially if you're following the Charlotte Mason method, you begin it with your student's timeline, because just like in kindergarten, even in public school, you start with yourself, your family, your community, your town, and then you branch out to state and then the world, right? So it begins with yourself. And then each decade, there is a page. So this is 1710 to 1719. And then each year has an arrow pointing down, but you have all this space for 17. So from here, technically you could go from here to here for 1710, or I guess you could go down like this. And this is really great because this is helpful when they're going to start a book of centuries when they are older. And I'm going to be using the Riverbend Press Book of Centuries, which I bought for myself. But I don't want to gift that until I know they're ready to take care of their notebooks. They're ready to be doing that. And typically you don't do that till later, a Form 2, Form 3, depending on the student. So this is a good way to get them ready to do a history book of centuries. So we'll be using this, and sometimes it might just be, I'll print a picture off, I'll show them, and they draw a picture of a person that we're learning about, and they add it in. I can even write in if they want me to help them write it in, or they can draw a picture. Whatever they want to do in this to help them understand what we're learning about history, I'm going to definitely let them do that. It'll be no pressure, especially for my younger student. So they chose light purple and this pretty green blue, depending on who you are, right? It's always the big argument. My husband and I never agree on that. Then they have graded notebooks. So each grade, you'll get, you can choose whichever grade. So this is the third grade notebook, and it is, one side is dotted and one side is lined. Each side has a date, and that's it. The whole notebook is like that. I believe she's going to be using this. I got her two because she needs a literature notebook. We're doing French, and although it's not encouraged Charlotte Mason to write the French words, I just know she's going to want to write down the flashcards that we use. So she can definitely do that in one of these notebooks. And any type of writing, or for her either her dictations or her narrations, will go in one of these books. So I ended up getting her two. Again, it's just lines on one page, dot on the other. And then here's the second grade notebook. And the second grade notebook is different. It is dotted on one side, date. Then you have this primary ruled lines and a picture spot at the top with a date. And this is perfect. And I love that it's still included in the second grade notebook. So there's so much flexibility with this. And on the third grade notebook, this dotted page you could use for a picture if you wanted space for that. But I love how there is these lines here still for the second grade. I think that's really great to help you with either copy work. That's the other reason I got them, for copy work, and for various things. So that is the second grade. Here are the other colors. Again, she offers grades throughout, And they, of course, the rules get smaller and smaller, and the dot grid, I think, stays the same. It's pretty small. And then she also offers, so there's the graded, the history. She offers a science notebook, a project notebook, a commonplace notebook, where there's a page section, a title of book section, and then a quote section, which is perfect for that commonplace notebook if you do the Charlotte Mason method. I'm trying to think. There are so many different other ones. So I'm going to link to her website and then also these on Amazon so you can look at them and pick them up if you decide. And there are 100 sheets in every one. So they're all, and I love that they're huge. I love, well, they're normal size, but sometimes notebooks are the smaller ones. You know, you see those traveling notebooks people like to do, which are great. But I think when they're this young, it's so much easier just to have a regular size sheet of paper to write on. And all of them will have 100 pages, and they will be the 8.5 by 11. So these are the notebooks that we're using for my school age students. I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions or you have a video that you really would like to see. I have so many more coming out. I'm going to show you what we're doing for copywork, folk dancing, singing, so many different ones coming out. I can't wait to show them. You have a nice day, and I'll see you soon.